G'day, Haych from IMGlobal here with Bob Findlay. We're doing an impromptu interview in regards to the Catharsis album. And it's a bit of a winger, so bear with us. So Bob, do you think the internet is the way to go for independent musicians?
As far as exposure goes, it's a lot quicker. You can get your song from Tasmania, where I'm at, to Ireland, Denmark, London, wherever. You can get it there, and then which happened in one case. I got a email back in 15 minutes saying they had X amount of people ring up and saying, oh, they really like whatever song it was. The downside of that is it's congested. It's very congested, so you have to come up with something a wee bit different, which means a lot of artists are compromising and bastardising their own stuff.
POD.
That's it.
Point of difference.
That's it. And they're doing that stuff, which if that's their gig, then that's fine. For me, I'm trapped in 1972, so I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing, you know. But it's certainly a good thing, I would say.
So what would you say your views are on internet promotion for the independent artists and yourself?
Well, there's promoters out there saying they'll do this and they'll do that, and most indie artists don't have the time to check up on if they're actually doing and saying what they're doing. And I've gone on the days of sending hard copies to the likes of, say in Australia, Triple J require 5 hard copies, and I've actually blogged this. Why they need 5 hard copies in this age, I don't know. You can be sent an attachment song and bang, away you go.
Digital transfer.
That's what it's called. Yeah, see, I'm trapped in 1972.
No, you're not, because I think that why would you need to send a hard copy? I'd like to hear some feedback on this, because what are they doing with the hard copies once they're finished with them? A lot of sites too, independent artists upload their music and they don't read the terms and conditions, and their music they cannot delete, they cannot remove it. It's theirs, it's been taken. I won't say that word.
My advice to any indie artist is, before going onto any site, whether it be Reverb Nation, iLike, or the rest of the iTunes, it doesn't matter. Read the fine print, every last word. Terms
and conditions.
Yeah, it's well worth it, because I myself have been ripped off, and hopefully this wee interview might spur at least somebody. If it's only one person to read the fine print and not be ripped off the same way as I've been ripped off, then this wee interview's been worthwhile, because I hate them.
And come to IMGlobal, because we promote you free, no catches.
That's true, that's right.
It is true.
Yeah.
Check us out, http imglobal.ning.com. So, the new album, Bob, Catharsis.
Yeah.
Why has it got 15 songs on it?
Well, it's the first album I've released independently through IMGlobal, and it's the first time that I've had no songs up my sleeve from the first 3, Blind Horse and Barnstorm, and I've forgotten the bloody names now. Bullet. They've all been songs that I've had up my sleeve dating back as late as 1989, whereas Catharsis was all written off the cuff, and it happened to be a situational album, not a concept album. I don't know what that is. And it happened to be at a cathartic point in my life, one of several, being a recovering alcoholic and stuff, but there was no alcohol involved in this one, because I don't mix music and drink. And I don't.
So is it because of the name?
Yeah, well, it's cathartic, you know. It's used in medical terms. It's a cathartic, something you give someone to purge, you know, you get through the highs and lows and come out with a good outcome. Whereas in the poetic sense, it was Aristotle used it back in the, was it 15? I can't remember when. But
You're too young.
He used it, I was there though, but he used it to put the audience through highs and lows, like extreme highs and extreme lows, but walk out of the theatre feeling better, cleansing kind of thing. So that's why it had to be 15 albums, because 12 is a standard, and to me my next album might be 6 songs. It might be 9, it might be 12. I don't stick with the standard 12 songs. Right, I've got an album ready. They have to be right to go. So that's about it.
I kind of like his version of Catharsis. People, if you Google Catharsis,
Catharsis.
the medical terminology, you'll be very, very shocked. Be careful. So what's your favourite tracks on the album, Bob?
The first track, probably Fuse. Probably because a lot of people don't know it, and there's only about 3 people that would get it. Probably because it's my cleverest. It sounds like a throwaway rocker, but in the chorus line, it sums up me to a T. If you listen to the chorus of Fuse, it's got me down to a T. The other one's Dear Artist, which was written, well, it wasn't written, it was conceived in the middle of the night, at about 2 AM, 3 AM, pouring bucket and rain. And if you listen to it, it starts off all jolly, and the chords are a very status quo type, 3 chords and a minor chucked in somewhere in the middle. But if you were to read it on paper, it's not actually that jolly a song. And the other one would be Crooked, that was taken from a friend of mine. Talking about a former colleague, he was crooked in the world, and I used it in a comedic sense. Unfortunately, some people took it the wrong way, but I mean, people are going to take your songs the wrong way, so you don't worry about that.
You've got both of them on video.
They are, yeah. Dear Artist is on video. I was compelled to do that on video, and Crooked I was compelled to. Fuse, I don't know what kind of video to put that, because I don't think there's anything good enough to match a song.
Pessimism. That's what independent musicians should never start off with.
Realism.
So any more albums with 15 tracks, do you think, or you don't know?
I've got no idea. No idea at all of it. There'll be more albums, but when, I don't know. At the moment things are fairly slow, so.
Well, what are you working on now?
I'm working on getting my health back in line, and yeah. But musically, I've got 4 tracks that need lyrics, and I'll probably get when I get back home in the next few days, I'll probably have them out running, but they won't be available until there's another album, which could be 3 weeks, 3 months. I really don't know.
You've been busy blogging.
Yeah, I've been doing a bit of vlogging. Yeah. Well, it has to come out somewhere, so it's not coming out musically. So it's coming out in black and white.
So people try Googling Bob Findlay and blog, and you'll find him everywhere. It's quite smicky.
I've been around.
Well, that's it from IMGlobal. Thank you, Bob, for your time.
Thank you.
And we'll have more coming up. Hooroo.
Thanks, folks.